with Sawdust Solutions, and proud you joined us. Today we're going to work on a nativity scene. We're going to take a CNC and cut out the Mary and Joseph in the manger part of the nativity scene. In my next video, I'll do a barnwood stable around it. Don't have any barnwood, but I'm going to show you how I take pine from the big box store and age it through a little process where it looks like you'll swear it's barnwood. That'll be on the next video, but today I'm going to show you how I come up with the Gcode, what I use to do that, and do Mary and Joseph and get that squared away on the CNC machine. Stick with me and I'll show you how we done it. The internet, and I found a scene that my wife liked, so we're going to use this scene right here to and make a vector and make a G-code where we can cut this out on the CNC machine. So to do that, I use VCarve Pro. I found it's the best thing I've found. It's once, of course, everything's a little intimidating because this thing will do so much, but once you get into it, it will actually it keeps you from messing up, but it does an excellent job. And of course, I'm just scratching the surface on it. This isn't a VCarve Pro tutorial, nothing like that. It's just what I use. I was going to show you how I come up with a G-code, and when I get that, we'll go down to the CNC and cut this thing out. But the first thing you do, or I do, is I create a new file. Well, I go through and well, you can do single side or double side. So I did a clock one time that I did this back side to hold the works and stuff. It's pretty cool. But then the job sizes, I've got a piece that's 18 by 12. It's 1/4 inch thick, but I set it at a 0.26 because I want to go through and actually cut this thing out. Zero position I got on the top of the work. The XY datum is the lower left corner. And I just got pine selected for the material. But what I want to do here is this is the workpiece. It's 18 by 12. So I want to bring in that image I found. But here we have to, it's selected, so we need to convert this bitmap to a vector so the VCarve Pro would understand how to cut it out. So right here we fit vector to select bitmap. And if you get a black and white clip art, it's real. It just works a lot better because it just got two colors to deal with. It's like this. What I have here is it looks like it's going to be perfect. So I'm going to apply that. And what you have to do now, go to your layers and turn off that bitmap. Now what you got left with is the vectors that the tool path's going to follow. But it comes in as a group, so I'll have to ungroup it because this star up here, I'm not wanting that star, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Now for Mary and Joseph, what I need to do here is center it. So right here, transform object, and then align to material, center both ways. So now I need to make the tool path. So we're going to do a profile. And here you got your start depth, which I'll start at the surface. I go down 26 hundredths. that should take it right just past the depth, so it'd be cut it out completely. I want an outside cut on that's the tool path will be on the outside of these lines. And then you can set an offset. I've had to do that a time or two, and specifically most of the time we don't set an offset. But I'll do, since I'm cutting this out, I'm going to need some tabs that it will hold in place until I'm finished, because if you cut it out completely without the tabs, that dude will move and things get pretty exciting and probably ruin your workpiece. I usually bring it around and get them at a flat area where I can take a saw and cut that out. For no bigger piece than this is, those two will probably be fine. So we'll just go with that. Now we go on down here, and so this profile 1, so we're going to calculate. All right, on this tool path. I usually like to do the path, because if you've got something ain't figured right, now's the time to catch it before you actually do it on the wood and mess it up. So I've caught a lot of stuff right here that I had to go back and tweak. But if I hadn't have done this, I would have messed up the workpiece. So it'll actually run the process for you, and you can kind of see how it's going to come out. And I can see now that what we need to do is go back and edit this again. Right here, we got 6 passes. With what I'm using is quarters plywood, there's not necessary to make 6, so this will save a little time right here. So I'm going to recalculate, reset, and we'll look at it one more time. I think we got it this time. So what'll happen when it gets all cut out, I'll have a tab here and here that holds it in place. I'll come back and cut that out and sand it down to and then I'm going to make a stable to go around this thing out of barn wood that I'm going to, it's pine that I'm going to convert into barn wood. I'll show you that process in the next video. But I'll cut a little groove, and this thing right here will set down and it look like it's in the stable. So now we need to save this file as a Gcode. All right, so what I'll do, I'll go to this little diskette. I have a long mill, and this Gerbil is the post processor, and for most CNCs that'll work. Some it don't, but if you got a different CNC, you'll have to check with the manufacturer, and you'll have to install the right post processor. But this in here is the most common, and it'll work fine. So visible 2 paths to 1 file. So I will select the tool path and then save tool path. So profile 1 will be the name of the Gcode, and I got it. You just navigate to where you want it saved on your computer, because I'm going to take this computer down, and I have a different Gcode sender. That's the program that works with the long mill, and I will have to install this Gcode in it, and then that will cut the I'll show that process to you when we get down there. So that should do it here, and next thing we'll do, we'll take it down and cut it out on the CNC. Okay, here we are at the CNC machine. Like I say, CNC here is a long mill. It'll cut a 30 by 30 is the biggest it'll go. However, this is the G sender that I've got that works with it. You just hit the upload button and go navigate to where you put that Gcode, and then and load it in. And now you see you got a picture of it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to turn her on and get started. So what we do is let you just start going. Well, that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Next week, we'll do the stable with the barnwood around it. Hope you look forward to that. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Be safe.